Let's talk about your comeback. I'm April, and I'm so glad you're here today. My desire is to motivate you so that you live each day with intention and with joy. I'm a hope coach, and I want you to know that you can do anything you set your mind to do. And I would love for you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted each time I upload a new video. So let's get into today's episode. I want you to think about all those times that you got back up after falling down. Those times when you turned your hurt into healing by dealing with hard issues. Oh man, we've all done that. Those times you survived that hard heartbreak that you didn't think that you were going to recover from. Or how about the times you doubted yourself, but you did it. You came through. You accomplished something that you thought you couldn't accomplish. Or how about when you made it through that chaos and you found peace? Or when you felt like you were going to crumble under the pressure, but you're still standing. Let's talk to that person. Now, I know you may be thinking, I'm not that person right now. I'm in this situation today that I feel like I'm completely knocked off my feet and I don't have the strength or the fortitude to get back up. Let me tell you something. That's okay. You are a comeback waiting to happen. If we go to the Bible, we can see so many stories of how God used people that seem so unlikely to be used. People who were wronged, people who did wrong things, people who made mistake after mistake. Joseph was someone who just got a bad rap. He was done wrong. He was thrown into the pit by his brothers. He was sold into slavery, and he ended up in prison for a crime that he didn't commit. Y'all, that is bad. Yet all those wrongs set him up to become the Pharaoh's right-hand man over all of Egypt. He went from the pit to this place of power. And then if you think about Paul, who wrote most of the New Testament, he had his setbacks. In fact, in Philippians, he talks about he's learned in whatever situation that he's in to be content. He talks about how he knew how it was to be low, how to abound, and how to face life, even when he's hungry, even when he felt like he was dying. He found that, if he put his trust in God, that he could make it through anything. And then there's Esther. I love Esther. She was married to the king, but she was destined to be killed because of a decree that stated that her people would be no more. They would be obliterated. Talk about being in a setback. But she was a comeback waiting to happen. God was on her side, and he used her in a way that made history. It seemed like a setup, and it was. But God's plans won over the enemy's plans. Let me tell you something. If God helped you start, he's going to see you through, and he's going to help you finish. God never leaves anything unfinished. We're the ones who quit, not him. God isn't anxious about your situation, about your setback. He holds the blueprint, he has a plan, and he has your back. He sees the whole picture. He sees things that we don't see, obviously. He knows exactly what you need and when you need it. You might be in the setback right now, but think of it like this. Shift your mindset. My setback is just a setup for a really great comeback. Now, I know that that's putting the positive spin on it, but that's what we want to do. We want to get out of the negative and we want to get into the positive. See, we become exactly what we choose to believe. Henry Ford was spot on when he said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. The scripture says in Proverbs that words kill or words give life. They're either poison or fruit. You choose. Now, I want to just highlight that. You choose. What are you speaking over your life? Now, I want to encourage you with this. It's okay to become your number one supporter, your number one fan. Because, if you don't believe in you, how can you expect others to do the same? World-class big wave surfer Laird Hamilton said this: make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears. Oh, y'all, that is so good. In other words, if your mind is constantly telling you that you can't and you won't, you'll never make it through, then guess what? You can't and you won't. My dad used to say, don't use your words to describe your situation. Use those words to change your situation. In other words, Don't talk to yourself and tell yourself every reason that you're going to fail. Speak to yourself like you're a champion, like you're a get back upper, a winner, someone who will exceed expectations. You have to speak faith into your world, even during the setbacks, even during the hardest times of your life. So, here's some encouragement for you today. Now, this is just getting real and it's getting raw, but y'all, you got to keep your mouth closed when you want to criticize yourself. Oh, that's good. You got to keep your mouth closed when you're feeling defeated. Just because you feel defeated doesn't mean you're defeated. You got to keep your mouth closed when what you're going to tell yourself isn't going to encourage you and cheer you on toward your comeback. The scripture says in Proverbs that an encouraging word cheers a person up. In other words, cheer yourself up. Become your biggest fan. Get rid of limiting thoughts. There's so many limiting thoughts. You got to get rid of the fact that just because the past didn't turn out how you expected doesn't mean your future can't be great. Your comeback has nothing to do with how your past went. Oh, here's another one. Your comeback has nothing to do with people's expectations of you. Your comeback has everything to do with God's expectations and His plan for your life. Listen, y'all, He believes in you. He's not looking at your past. He's excited about your today, and He can't wait for you to get excited about your future. Let me tell you something. Anybody can rise up from the ashes. Anybody can make a comeback. I want to encourage you to prove to yourself that you can do it. Get a new strategy. Eleanor Brown said, a comeback is a setback that did its homework, learned the lesson, and then moved forward. Oh, that is so good. Every setback, we should be learning a lesson. We should be getting stronger from it. You know what? The setbacks aren't there to make you fall down and never get back up. No, the setbacks are there. You got to look at them as this is something that can make me stronger. So get your confidence back. Get your faith strong. Get your hopes back up. And by all means, don't wait for external validation. You can either cry or you can try again. Make today the day of your comeback. Make this year the year of your comeback. Be stronger than before. Keep learning, keep trying, keep improving every day. Make that obstacle a stepping stone to a better you. Remember, it's never too late for you to be who you were born to be. Be that Esther, be the Paul, be the Joseph. Defy the odds. Remember, you can rise up from anything. The scripture says in Psalm 37, though he or she falls, they will not stay down because the Lord holds them by His right hand. So today's a great day to start thinking differently. Start talking differently. Create some new habits for the comeback you. Don't rely on those old ones, the setback you. Reassess and improve. And then tell yourself, I am capable of incredible things. My life has purpose. My life has meaning. Negativity has no place in my life. There are no obstacles that I cannot overcome. There is power in me to do great things. Setbacks don't disqualify me. My past does not dictate my future potential. I use my failures as opportunities to learn and grow and become better. I am strong. I am built for pressure. I am built to endure. Fear can't control me. I am making my comeback and I'm moving forward. Listen, y'all, you are a comeback waiting to happen. I hope you've enjoyed it today, and until next time, have an amazing day.